And we're live. It's Adam Robinson, founder and CEO of retention.com. Today I'm going to talk about how I manifest insane outcomes into existence. My wife, Helen, tells me I do this all the time. A very good recent example is the boat slip that we got in Austin. They're impossible to get. Everybody moved here. They all want boats. After renting boats for 2 years, I told her one day that I was going to figure out how to get a slip. And then months later, we had one. Voila. Christy Ellington has been interviewing me for Billion Dollar Challenge, this TV show that we're making. And after a few interviews, she made the same comment. Apparently, I speak about a future world that would have been impossible to imagine only months ago, as though it has already happened. And not only that, I've managed to get my team of highly intelligent people behind these incredibly ambitious and audacious goals. The big three that I'm working on right now are, number one, 50 million ARR by year end. We ended this year at 15 and we only grew 100%. So that's from a higher number, 250% growth with 85% user retention and 120% net revenue expansion. Number two, a small Q3 investment round from Shopify and maybe one other player. And I think that's possible because Triple Whale just did it. And number three, a 9-figure secondary round at a unicorn valuation in 2024. So how do I get in this mindset? How do I get people to buy into it with me? How do I attack something like getting capital from Shopify? And why do I think it's possible for me? So lesson number one, this is the most important. I believe. The start of everything is me believing. And then once I have come up with something that I want to manifest that I actually believe is going to happen, step number two is I figure out what people need to come along in order to make this happen. So in the revenue goal, it's obviously my team. With the Shopify investment round, I literally hit the guy who runs, named Satish, who runs the Shopify investment team, on a DM from Twitter. And I got him to respond. And he asked me to write him an email. And now I'm meeting the rest of his team. How am I doing the 9-figure thing? I'm literally hitting investors right now, the best ones in Silicon Valley, doing calls with them, talking to them about our traction and our goals for the year and what we're trying to do next year. And basically telling them I'm going to provide an insane amount of info that they can opt out of. But yeah, map out the people who will help you manifest the outcome, because this is what the world is, y'all. People. Who you know. Number three, you use spreadsheets, numbers, but like the key is you have to come up with these absolutely bulletproof stories that will make the people that will manifest this for you also believe. Life is people believing stories. That is the secret to manifestation. What are the stories that I told my team about 50 million in revenue? I literally just showed them that if we increase our lead flow by 3 times, having done absolutely no outbound marketing and hiring 50 people to do it, we will get to 50 million by year end and then some, if we ignore all our current revenue. How did I convince, what is the story I told the Shopify team? I just showed them everything about our company and how it compared favorably and mentioned that they just invested in Triple Whale. Voila. I show up at their doorstep. How do I manifest a 9-figure secondary round? I basically say, this is an insane looking business. If I can get it there, my view is it's worth over $1 billion in a year. And they can't argue with that because the growth and the metrics are so astounding. So the last step is you just can't give up. Like, I believe that if you accept this as your reality, then there is no giving up, because it's not even work to try to move towards this manifestation. You're just living. Persistence. Pleasant persistence. Follow me if you want to watch me build a unicorn in public. This is how you manifest insane outcomes. I'm Adam Robinson, signing off.